they didn't receive notice, which I don't believe this was addressed on Friday, but they've since corrected the issue with the original fax number not reaching the detective's desk for extradition. And so they've now corrected it where this won't happen again.
So are you saying that Harris County did not fax Connecticut?
No, they did fax Connecticut, but the fax numbers that they sent it to is it has to go through, I can't remember if the name is inspector or adjuster, but there is a figurehead that has to flow through before it reaches the detective's desk, the actual extradition detective. And so on the third attempt, when there was no response, is our sheriff's office reached out to their sheriff's office and finally got someone on the phone. When they were notified that same day, within, I would assume, a couple of hours, because it was still the morning, the detective immediately called Amy, who then notified me, and I talked to the detective within hours of being notified. And from then, they asked an extension to the 3rd to pick him up. For this offense, they have been investigating since 2021. The warrant issued in 2022 is that they've been pursuing this defendant for quite a long time. And again, this was learned after our approach. I'm speaking with the detective, is that they weren't aware, they had possible suspicion he might be in Texas, but they weren't even aware he was here. But due to the severity, the nature of the offense, where, to recap Friday, is that this was closer to a burglary or habitation first degree, where sexual assault was committed after forcing himself into the home of someone that he knew. This was not from what they allege, it's not a dating relationship, but someone he's familiar with, is that because of the severity of the offense and the fact that the warrant is so old, is that the detectives believe they are not confident that he will self-surrender. And because they've already confirmed, and they sent another confirmation email this morning that they are able to secure and pick him up this Friday, is that we request no bond for this offense and the extension.
If I may, so whatever the charges might be, it could be murder. It can't be murder because you can't let him out on bond. The point is, he's presumed innocent. So without anything else, he is innocent as he stands here. No evidence is being presented. So if we're talking about the severity of something, he is presumed innocent. He is innocent of that as of right now. Until he gets over there to that jurisdiction, can they find him guilty of that? So presuming he's innocent, talking about the severity of a charge doesn't really have an effect on this fugitive case, because there are two things that he's got in place, two things that he needs to make a decision on, whether to waive or whether to fight formally his extradition. The waiver says, what he agreed to says, they have 14 days. It is ordered for the sheriff to hold him for no more than 14 days of the date this was signed. This is the actual order signed by the court. This is what he agreed to. Signed by him, signed by you, the judge. And so this is the agreement. The fact that somebody didn't send a fax to the correct number, it doesn't say, but if we send the fax to the wrong number, you get to hold them 3 extra days. It says 14 days. This is what he signed up for. This is what's ordered. This is what I say should stand, and this is what I say should allow him to get out today. If they didn't do their due diligence for this, it's not on my client. He signed up for this.
So let me explain to you how things work, Mr. Caceres, is that the 14 days is a courtesy. Statutorily, by statute, we can hold you for 30 days. Normally, and it has become custom that we do 14 days because of the overcrowding that we have in Harris County. We have so many people in custody, 8,000, 9,000, up to 10,000 people at any given time in and out of our jails. And because of that, as a courtesy, we do 14 days. Now, many times I grant extensions, I don't grant extensions. A lot of times there are several factors that is determinant of whether I grant an extension or not. One of the things has there ever been an extension before? Number 2, the nature of the charge. Number 3, have you ever had a fugitive case before? And so these are things that I look at as to whether to grant an extension or not.
Your Honor, may I please speak?
Well, I don't know. You may want to talk to your lawyer. The thing is this, look, I don't want you to talk about the original case, okay? Because the thing is that I live streamed these proceedings. right? And so I don't want you to say something that you put your foot into your mouth, because here, the only thing that we're discussing is whether I should set a bond for you to get out, for you to go turn yourself in. That warrant, even if I let you out today, that warrant will eternally be there, and it'll always be out there until you go turn yourself in. The only thing we're discussing now is whether I should set a bond to let you go turn yourself in. And I don't know, because are you a flight risk? I don't know. The only thing I know is that you're charged with a very serious case. It's sexual assault. And so to me, the protection of my community is paramount, number one. Number two, the other question I have is, if we let you out, are you going to go turn yourself in? Everyone tells me that they're going to go do that.
My family sitting in court, and they are the one supporting me. And I know 100% they're going to support me to turn myself in. That's why they're still here, and I'm still the last one. And yes, I didn't know about the fugitive warrant that I had. And yes, I'm willing to turn myself in because I'm innocent.
You need to fight those charges regardless, because they're very serious charges. So what day did you say that they're going to pick?
It's Friday, and I forgot to include, I know typically the court permits over objection for the 3 days, but considering the New Year's Eve is holiday, that's how I also included the...
So are they going to be here Thursday and we reset to Friday?
On Friday. And so that's why the discussion on last Friday was having it on the 6th, but if they're not here by Friday morning, is that you would potentially grant a bond.
So this is what we had planned to do, was I was going to give them an extension until Friday morning, right? If they don't come by Friday in the morning, I'm giving you a PR bond.
I came to visit my family for the holidays. I wasn't able to enjoy that. I'm willing to turn myself in, but I would like to be with my family for the New Year's to start with a strong.
Concern is not my concern, and my only concern is I want you to get back to Connecticut.
And I will, but I need my family. I need to today, as the paper says, I signed for 14 days, and I would like to have a time with my family to look for the bond, to look for them to go forward with turning myself into Connecticut, but not like waiting for Friday.
Let me make one thing clear to you. This isn't about giving you a PR bond. If I were to set you a bond now, it's going to be something substantial, meaning a high bond into the 5 digits to ensure that you go back to Connecticut. This isn't about giving you a PR bond. If they fail to get you by Friday, I'm going to give you a PR bond, because they have fallen on their word twice, and I'm not going to do it. Now, if I were to set you a bond now, I mean, it's over 10,000, something like that, to that nature. And because it's a fugitive case, there's no 10%. You're probably going to have to pony up 90 to 100% of it, because you are an inherent flight risk because it's a fugitive case. So there's none of this 10% where you pay $1,000 and you're going to get out. No. In these types of cases, when we have fugitive cases, I normally set bonds, 5,000, 10,000. I've set bonds at 50,000. I've set a bond at 100,000, depending on the nature, severity, how many criminal history. So this isn't about just letting you out now willy-nilly. No, I would set you a bond, and it's going to be a substantial bond, because I have to know if I'm going to let you out, there's got to be enough blood in there that you're going to actually go back and not just try to flake out. Because if you take off and you don't come back, all that money's gone. So,
okay. But the 14 days were exactly what I signed for.
Remember, it is a courtesy. Statutorily, we can hold you here 30 days. Okay.
To address the legal part of it, if your client is stating that he is withdrawing the waiver after today, then at that point, if you're considering a refusal, then we'll start the governor's warrant process and we'll hold him to 90 days. So if that's what your client is requesting, just in terms of your argument, because you were stating 14 days, that's true. If you want to at the end then revoke it, then we'll request an extension to 90 days and get the governor's warrant. So.
Judge, my argument is what he signed, what the order states, and the documents filed in this case. This is what's filed in
I
every
get it.
single-
I understand that. But there's sometimes extenuating circumstances. Things happen.
Not faxing it to a certain person is not a good excuse, Judge. He's sitting there waiting 14 days just because somebody didn't do their job. That should not fall on him and cost him 5 extra days. That's 5 days this man is sitting in jail. 5 extra days just because somebody didn't send a fax to the correct person. This isn't the first time.
It's a courtesy.
I get it. Okay.
We can hold you 30 days. The 14 days, I don't have to give anyone 14 days. I can hold everyone 30 days if I wanted to. 14 is a courtesy. I've told you now that I'm going to give them until Friday. If they don't come here Friday morning, I'm letting you out. And now it's on them. And I don't care. I'm going to give you a free bond on Friday if they don't come pick you up. But if I'm going to set you a bond now, the first thing that's going to happen is you have to withdraw your waiver. All the 14 days that you've accrued so far goes out the window. You lose all the time that you've accrued. If you're unable to make the bond, you've lost all that time. Then they're going to get another, another couple weeks to come get you. So give it till Friday. If they're not here, then I'll give you a PR bond. If they come here by that time, then you get up and you go fight the charges in Connecticut. Now, when you get to Connecticut, you can also, ask for a bond there. They can set you a bond there. But, the money that you would spend here just to get out, it's probably, use that to hire yourself a great lawyer there. Because the thing is that here, it's just a little wait. That in Connecticut, that's what you really got to worry about. This is peanuts. You go there, lean on your family to get you the best lawyer you can get in Connecticut so you can fight that case. That's where the concern should lie.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Remember, when you get on that phone in the jail, every phone call is recorded. Be careful what you say. Be careful who you talk to. There's a lot of jailhouse lawyers over there. They're going to tell you this, they're going to tell you that. Listen to Ricardo. He's going to direct you the best. And then we'll reset this to Friday. If they don't come Friday, I'm giving them a PR bond, and I don't give them.
Right, I'm with you. But it was remember, because of the holdover issue, is that it has to be set.
We'll set it to Monday.
Right.
But
otherwise, he's going to be brought up.
You'll be here Friday, right? Okay, we'll look in the system if they've come get you Friday morning. If not, if they haven't come get you, we got to set a time. What time?
Actually, they emailed confirming. Let me see if I can get a time, because they have to send it to Central Records for the pickup. So I'll see if they're able to.
We brought you here today so that you could hear what's going on, because we wanted to keep you in the loop so you know what's going on.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, that's why we brought you here today, so you can hear, so you're in the know, because this is your case. You need to know what's happening.
Hopefully they'll respond soon. I just emailed the inspector over there. So it is inspector. And so hopefully he'll get back to me soon. And then
we can roll it to tomorrow. That way it gives you a little bit more time to get a concrete and firm time.
I have the date, right? If it's just the time, I have no issue with rolling it just to check the time, but every day that rolls over, he has to get brought up in the morning really early. So
what I want to do is I want to be able to commit them to a specific time on Friday, so I know I can start working on a PR bond, because I'm not giving them until 5 p.m. Friday. It's got to be in the morning, and they got to come get you. And if they don't by 10:30, then at that point I start working the PR bond for you.
Why don't we just set it for 10:30?
If I get a different time, then obviously I'll email you and I'll email court. And so
it's got to be something reasonable, morning-ish.
I think they indicated morning, but obviously until they confirm with our Central Records.
I want to know from them specifically so that they can say, "Oh man, you didn't tell us the time." And no.
Right. I only had one first specific request for an hour.
I want them to commit so that they know if they're not here by that time, he's going bye-bye.
The only concern would be is if we don't do it by the time court is done with.
That's why I'm trying to commit them to a time before court is done, so that they can't.
Perfect.
It's on them, and there's no one else that they can blame.
Okay.
We can bring them back tomorrow if you want to do maybe we're off Wednesday, right?
Yes, Judge.
Thursday, whatever you want, or we can email and then you can,
We could email and just, unless they wants to.
Well, I'm emailing the detective now because I emailed the inspector originally. I probably
they may not respond within,
Well, we could approach on it tomorrow.
Yeah,
off
of course.
docket. We don't need to bring Mr.
That's what I mean. Is
done.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. We're going to pick a time Friday for them to come pick you up so that they are in agreement with. So if they don't come here by that time, you're giving a PR bond.
Thank you so
Okay?
much.
Okay, man.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
All right. You're on bond for a case with us, and you've now picked up a new case. Your bond now gets revoked. He goes with you. No, sir. We'll appoint him a lawyer today.
Relax your hands.
Thank you so much for coming. Are you Mr. Pearson's mom? Okay. So is he working? Tell me about him.
Yes, he's working a little. He's in big trouble with me because I had him to do a voluntary repo on the sports car because he's not mature enough for it. He still goes.
They took the sports car.
I had him to do a voluntary repo.
Wow.
There's consequences when you don't abide.
You're my hero.
Um,
Really. That's great. Mr. Pearson. She's great. You gotta listen.
Finished high school. I made sure I enrolled him in the College of Maine. I go to College of Maine. I just graduated last May. This past May in cybersecurity. I'm in IT.
Great.
So he knows the rules.
Okay. I'll give you guys a lawyer, whatever you need,
I was gonna talk to you about what you can do for his first offense on this and get it over.
I can't. So let's do this. I'll provide you the lawyer. The lawyer can tell you how to move forward with dealing with the DAs, but I can't get involved at this point just because I can get in trouble for doing that. So let's do this. I need you guys, let me see if I have an application on file. If you don't mind, I need you to fill out an application for me. Once you're done, I'll give you guys a lawyer and then you guys can work on the situation. Do you see whether he has a license to drive or no?
He has one. He has one.
It looks
Okay.
like he does have one, Judge.
Great. As long as you have insurance as well, then you can continue to drive. Just be careful how you drive.
He's in my old hoopty now.
Okay, great. Okay, guys, if you want to go steep and he'll take care of you guys and we'll have you sign a receipt.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming, man.
Thank you.
Your transfer, please.
Great. Morning, Ms. Holman.
How are you doing, Your Honor?
And you are charged with theft. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine because of the amount. You guys have worked out an agreement where on your case, they're offering you 8 days in jail with credit for the 8 days that you've done. Good morning, Mr. Medrano. Is he You speak English?
Yes, sir. But my last name is Diaz.
This is Diaz here.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Both of you guys are giving up a lot of rights by entering into the agreement that you guys have now. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you guys are not citizens, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. You can never take it off. Is this what you want to do, Ms. Holman?
Yes, Your Honor.
Like I said, you're charged with the theft. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. The thing that you need to understand, ma'am, is that this is an enhanceable offense, meaning that if you continue to pick these up, at some point they will charge you with a felony and you're looking at days instead of years.
Yes, Your Honor.
8 days in jail, credit for the 8 days that you've done. Is this what you want to do, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to the offense of theft? Guilty?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
I will find you guilty, sentence you to 8 days in jail, give you credit for the 8. Good luck to you, man.
Thank you so much.
Sir Diaz, you are charged with criminal trespass. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 27 days in jail, credit for the 9 days that you've done. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty. I'll send you to the agreement. Good night to you, sir. Thank you. If either are enhanced, needs to be abandoned, please.
And Judge, you want CC to go?
Please. Always on jail premises. Always. Okay, counsel, come on up.
This is an off docket. Tell me when you're ready for the case number.
Tell me.
254-3247, Daniel Arevalo. This is a case of an ounce of prevention, hopefully is better than a pound of cure. I got on the case after he'd already appeared in court and got his bond condition. He has random urinalysis. He travels a lot.
What does he do for
September, 7 days, 18 days in October, 21 days in November, what I would propose.
What does he do for work?
Construction, and would you like for him to
Sure.
come on up?
So this is what we normally do when they get called upon. They have to go to a Quest Diagnostics, wherever they are. Quest is all over the country, and they need a test at a Quest because it's a reputable lab.
I mean, we're talking Montana and Wyoming at times. What I was going to suggest is, could he call pretrial on Monday and give them his schedule and take a portable breath device?
I'm okay with that. Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
That way they can work.
I'm happy to do it.
Schedule.
Yep.
And it's a DWI, so we're making sure he doesn't.
Done.
Okay.
Sounds good with me.
I'll let with pretrial know.
Yeah,
So portable, no more random ways, correct?
correct. Waive the fee. Are you ready?
Yes.
It's 254-3247. Okay, good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, guys.
Like I
Take care.
say, ounce of prevention.
Mr. Sims, come on.
Judge, I have Kelly Savage, who I got appointed to today. The state has confirmed that there is a new address for the complainant, and so we have an amended MOAB for you,
Okay.
just for your signature, Judge. And then we're gonna get her to sign it as well. You want her to come up, Judge?
No,
Okay.
no, you're
Just have her
good.
sign it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Judge.
Of course. Thanks, Mr. Sims. Runty,
Judge, how are you?
did everything work out with the case from last week?
He's here because we have a motion to amend bond conditions, and then I guess he needs to sign the.
I waived the signature.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I told them I waived it so that he wouldn't have to come down here.
Well, we're here.
Okay, just whatever you need, done.
Mind signing the motion since we are.
I worked hard on getting that together.
Come on, man.
So I just need to have him wait for pretrial, and then he can go over the 49. Thank you, Judge. Appreciate
Absolutely,
it.
for sure. All right, hi, counsel, coming up. LaKayla, I'll hit you up next.
I'm here for Eric Ramirez.
Okay.
I'm approaching on his bond conditions.
Shh. Who's your client?
Eric Ramirez.
Oh, that's the client, right? Eric Ramirez. I thought you meant you were appearing for an Eric. Okay, tell me.
So I'm approaching on his bond conditions.
Did he just get out of jail?
He did not just get out of jail. However, he still does have the bond conditions that were set by the magistrate. He had his felony dismissed recently.
Okay, come up, Eric Ramirez. So it looks like he had a UUMV that was dismissed last week, and then in October we have the terroristic threat here. What happened in the terroristic threat, Morgan, please?
So in the terroristic threat, the complainant and the defendant are in a dating relationship. The complainant told the officers that her and the defendant had gotten into an argument, and the defendant stated,
Give me a second. Okay.
the defendant stated, "I'm going to kill you." He then told her, "I'm going to have someone kill you." And the complainant stated she believes the defendant's threats were credible. And I believe the bond conditions was just no contact. There was a moat put in place, and then no drugs or alcohol, because there were allegations of alcohol use in the offense report.
What would you like, counsel?
Yeah, so I would just ask the court to revisit the no alcohol condition. In the sworn PC statement, there's no allegation of alcohol use. There is a statement in the OR, but there's no sworn statement for the court to make the finding that alcohol was a factor.
I mean, I can still, even if it's not in there, I can still add as a condition of bond that I don't want him drinking. How old are you, sir? Okay. tell me about the allegation. Normally, when I have a case like this where there's a threat, where there's an assault, where there's something of this nature, and there's either an alcohol, drug, anything like this, I usually do it as a condition that they can't. So, Morgan, tell me about, is there something with regards to alcohol?
It was just when the officers arrived and they were speaking to the defendant, they believed that he was intoxicated. I think they noted in the offense report there was a strong odor of alcohol coming from his person. And I think that's the only allegation of alcohol.
Okay, that's why I did it, because when they get there, they allegedly either see him in some kind of state. And what I want to do is I do it as an effort to prevent any future thing from happening. Do you understand? Dude, if you're sick, we're going to have you go. Are you feeling under the weather? Get out. Like, come on, go. Okay, I'm not prepared to take it off at this time. Perhaps later on, if he's behaving well, we can reapproach. But at this time, I'm not ready yet. It's only been, 60 days, give or take? So, okay. Come back. If he's behaved well, then I'll take it off a little bit later. All right? Yes, sir. Washington?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Coming up, Mr. Washington.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Washington, you're charged with burglary of a motor vehicle. You just had that one case. Looks like you guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 80 days in jail with credit for the 42 days that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You also need to understand that if you pick up another one of these cases, you may be very well facing a felony charge, years instead of days. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So you got to be careful. You pick up another one, you could be looking at a ton of more time. You understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, there's no going back and changing this. This is what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense? Are you guilty or not guilty?
I did it, so I got to be guilty to it.
All right, I'll find you guilty, send you to the agreement. If it's enhanced, it's got to be abandoned. And good luck to you, sir. Thank you, Mr. D.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
You ready?
Judge,
Hey, good morning.
There's this case, I noticed the guy's already gone, so you may have already addressed this. It's Mr. Foster, Tristan.
Oh, he's right back. We just took him back.
Took him in the back?
He picked up a felony.
Well, I'm on the felony, so I would ask if he would not be put on there because he's gonna.
Wait, did you get appointed on the felony
I
case?
did get appointed on the felony. So I was actually coming here to ask if I could be appointed on these for, so I can.
We have to do it through the MAC, but let me make sure that they're kosher with it, and if they are,
Right.
absolutely, of course.
Okay,
Yes.
and did you give him a bond?
5,002.
That's a lot. That's about.
No, you know what? Let me tell you, Ruben, I've had a lot of problems with Mr. Foster. His attitude, the way he acts with us, he's not been a very...
I understand this.
Go talk with him and let's see, but I'm going to be very hard pressed the way that he's acted, Did he come back with the affidavit? Do you know?
When I tried to ask earlier, he was still in felony, so.
Okay, I
He
guess.
told me he had filled it out already before, because he
Do you
checked in and then he had to
do
go
you
out.
mind asking me to see if he hasn't?
Sure.
Because I asked him to fill out an affidavit because I want to know what he's, I guess we need to appoint someone regardless.
I did, I'm waiting on.
Will you think it'll populate for Ruben?
Well, if you ask, then that's when I'll put it.
Okay, then yeah. Te mandé con una aplicación. ¿Lo tienes?
No la pude llenar completa.
¿Por qué no?
Porque no, hay partes que no desconozco, pues.
¿Cómo?
Hay partes que desconozco, le iba a decir si me da un poquito más de tiempo para terminarla de llenar y...
Yo no te puedo dar un abogado hasta que tú llenes ese papel. Si quieres te puedo mandar con otro, pero no te puedo dar abogado hasta que tú lo llenes.
Ok, yo lo entiendo.
¿Entiendes?
Sí.
Ok, te vamos a dar una semana más. You know, I've given him an application, he didn't fill it, he didn't do it. I told him I can't appoint him a lawyer until he fills out the application. Or I guess whatever day he wants, you know? Good morning, Mr. Potter. Do you have a lawyer today? Tell me what you're doing about that.
I come and ask you for an appointed attorney.
Okay. How old are you, sir? What do you do with yourself these days? Where do you work? Doing what?
Making, tighten up bolts, stuff.
Got it. How much money do you make a month?
How many times a week? 29.
That's great.
3,000, yeah.
Yeah. Tell me why you can't afford a lawyer.
This month was real bad. I only worked about 10 days.
What? Why?
I was off for 2 weeks.
So you took vacation?
They made us take off. Yeah.
Paid vacation?
No. This month was real rough. Christmas and my mom's birthday. It was like right before Christmas.
Who do you live with?
I live with a friend's dad.
You pay rent?
I don't.
Okay. What kind of car you drive? What year?
25.
So you driving a $30,000 new car?
Yeah, I'm paying.
Not paying any rent?
That car takes up most of my check too, so.
Life is not how much you make. It's how much you spend. And if you spend beyond your means, that's on you. But if you're making good money, why does Harris County get to foot the bill when you're driving around in a $40,000 new car? You have a nicer car than I do. I drive a jalopy. I'll have you fill out an application. I'll take a look at it. I need to know every single thing about you. You understand how much money you have at the bank, stocks, bonds, IRAs, your car, the value, everything about you. Do you understand?
Yes,
and I'll take a look to see if you qualify. Good morning, Mr. Saulnier. You have a lawyer today?
I meet with him Wednesday.
Do you want more time? Okay. I'll have you go to Victoria. We'll give you a little bit more time. All right? Please.
All right, next judge is page 31. Torres, Noe, come on up.
Morning, Mr. Torres. Do you have a lawyer today? English or Spanish?
Spanish is better.
Tú tienes un abogado hoy.
You're pretty
Sí,
good.
tengo, bro.
Tienes un abogado. ¿Quién es?
McGregor me dijeron. McGregor, algo así.
Va a venir hoy.
Supuestamente yo venía.
Ok, toma asiento, por favor. Vamos a esperar.
More time on that one?
No, he has an attorney. Yeah. And
All
then
right, Judge, next is page 31, Tovar.
good morning, Mr. Tovar. Do you have a lawyer today? Tell me what you're doing about that. Okay. If you want to head on behind Mr. Saulnier, we'll give you a bit more time, sir. Please.
All right, Judge, next is page 33, Wilson, come on up. Tovar?
Good morning, Mr. Wilson. Do you have a lawyer today? Tell me what you're doing about that. What do you do with yourself these days? Doing what? Okay, and how much money do you make a month? You don't qualify. You know, you have to be federal poverty level, and that doesn't, you know, when you're making that kind of money. I will tell you that there's a gajillion and one lawyers in Harris County. All you got to do is call. Have you spoken to any? That's a no. Okay, you have to at least try, right? 99% of the lawyers in Harris County will put you on a payment plan where you call, say, hey man, this is what I can do. You know, I can give you a couple $100. 99% will put you on a payment plan where, you know, a couple $100 a month, they'll represent you and they'll try to, you know, work with the state. But you got to at least make an attempt to call. You know, don't try 1 or 2 and just give up. You may have to try 10. You may have to try 15, but put a good faith effort into it. All right? Okay, please.
More time, Judge?
Yes.
Judge, that's it for now.
David, Mr. DeBlanc. He says Campos. I don't see a Campos. You see a Kevin Campos?
Yes, Judge, I've seen one here.
No, I don't have him here. Oh, maybe in custody?
Yeah, needs to get trained or something. How to write a line.
Okay, you want to do that arraignment?
Yes, Judge.
Let's do it.
Page 26, Rodriguez, Roberto.
Did you say 26?
26.
You, Rodriguez Ontiveros.
Yes.
You are charged with tampering with a government record. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On December 22nd, officers conducted a traffic stop on the defendant's motor vehicle after a TCIC search on its paper plate returned a response of not in RTS database. Upon contact with the defendant, who was the driver of the motor vehicle, defendant explained he purchased the vehicle on Facebook Marketplace and advised he purchased the paper plates at a place called Texas Plates. He states he then affixed the plates to the vehicle.
All right. Sir, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Can you run his license to see if he has it?
He doesn't have one on file, Judge.
Mr. Rodriguez, I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you are not in this country with permission and you go to jail, and immigration finds you, they will put an immigration detainer on you, and you will be stuck like Chuck in custody until this case is over with, and then shipped off to immigration, where you will sit for another 6 to 9, waiting for immigration to do whatever they're going to do. If you do not want that to happen, do not violate the conditions I put on you now. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you do not have a Texas driver license, which it appears to us that you do not, then you're not allowed to drive. I'm making that a condition of your bond, and you will also be signing an affidavit, which is a promise you're making to me that you're not to drive. Do you understand? I don't care what your excuse is. I don't care if there's a burning building and you have to save Bambi. you get into a car and drive, we will have major issues. I'm gonna have you now come up and swear to me that you're not gonna drive. I'll have you sign a reset with Victoria, and then we'll have you we'll get you out of here to hire a lawyer. I need to make copies. This is my last one. Yeah. Hey, don't worry about it. Like 50, please. Let me have you go ahead, sign your reset. I need to make copies for more affidavits, and then I'll have you come up here and swear to us that you're not gonna drive.
Okay.
No, we'll just have him sign the affidavit.
Okay, right this way.